doing that.
Can we touch on that and how that played a part in your music? Because you do make some songs that reference him a lot.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what happened or or that time period for you?
Yeah, I mean, shit, he was, a lot of people know D Ward, he was a big dancer, you know what I'm saying? Like a popular dancer in the city. As a matter of fact, the day he passed away, the day he passed away, he had just performed at the Nuggets game at like halftime at that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but he used to always be in my ear with that shit. Like, nigga, you're hard. Like, you could really rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you should really, get on that shit. And I wouldn't say, I think it's kind of cliche when people be like, something happened and then, it led to this. But at the end of the day, I needed something to take my mind off that at the time. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that was my everyday nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, it was like therapy at that time.
Do you still consider it therapy right now, like an outlet for you?
Hell yeah. More than ever. Shit, more than it was then. You know what I'm saying? Because I could say, I can say it now, but back then, I think my mind was too clouded to make the correlation. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you never really, subconsciously you distract yourself from trauma and from bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You gravitate towards what make you happy, but you don't really realize like that shit is therapy. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, I think that's what it was.
And you put that passion into. Do you feel like them moments? Because they always say with females when they like singers, like they give the best music when they're heartbroken.
When they're heartbroken. I feel like that. It's crazy. It sucks because I feel like a lot of my favorite artists that I watch blow up from Drake to Trey Songz to all types of different genres. You know what I'm saying? You remember them first projects was heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? It was heartbreak albums. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, So yeah, I think it fuels you. It sucks that that's what it takes sometimes for motherfuckers, but it definitely helps you in a lot of ways. Because I think that overcoming things contribute to building the person you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the character.
Yeah, so a lot of times, the main thing people can relate to is that heartbreak, or just some or that trauma or bullshit they going through at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you go from that situation to graduation to where that sparked the fire to at least want to pursue this a lot more.
Yeah.
Then we get to the G5 era, the Box Boys era. How did that all come about? Like how did y'all guys link up?
So the Box Boys, that was again, that was me and Miracles doing, you know what I'm saying? And cause like I said, recording at his spot, a lot of niggas was going over there recording with him.
Right.
And Miracle, thank God for bro, shout out to bro. He was always a neutral cat, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of niggas, you fuck around running into some niggas from the other side of town over there, you know what I'm saying? And, thankfully it was all love. You know what I'm saying? Also, D Ward, after he passed away, he was a lot of that glue too. A lot of niggas knew him, you know what I'm saying? And that contributed to it a lot. Like right after he passed away, we did a talent show at Cleo Parker.
Yeah.
You remember them Cleo Parker days?
The Apollo's
yeah.
shit.
We did a talent show up there, and that was when I met L Keys and G6 and all them niggas. And shit, it was like we damn near instantly clicked. You know what I'm saying? We started linking up, first recording music and shit like that.
Who came up with the Box Boys name?
Miracle.
Yep.
Miracle came out with that.
How does it feel to be a part of a movement at that time that was really growing fast? Like,
yeah, it was so much, like, a lot of people don't really understand. It was so much more than the music, because we in Colorado, we didn't really have no culture like that,
right?
Like a hip hop culture, where at the time when we first started out, shout out to the niggas who came before us, the Ike, Young Doe and artists like that, but they didn't want to get them niggas no venues.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? They did it was real, I wouldn't say conservative, but like they wasn't trying to fuck with nothing hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we was the first ones to really go and sit down with these people and really kind of, start that, like, start getting the venues and start proving that we had something to offer. And
Soulfly Sundays.
Soulfly Sundays was a staple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like that was probably one of the biggest things. And I ain't seen nothing that real to this day. You know what I'm saying? And
y'all that was y'all movement. You get what I'm saying? That
Yep.
was a beautiful movement that y'all had.
Yep.
How did the separation happen, or was there a separation, or how? Or
so the thing is, something that people don't really understand is that we was never a group. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was almost like it was more a display of the connection we all had. You know what I'm saying? Rather than it be like, all right, we a group. So we never really like split up.
Right.
It was really just 20 solo artists. You feel me? And everybody, you know, serious about their shit. So at some point, you know, we all gonna go our separate ways and do what we do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just after a while, you know, certain artists started to do a little bit more or take it a little more serious, you know what I'm saying? And that shit showed, you know. Some niggas even ended up salty, you know, feeling like they got left behind or wasn't getting as much love or whatever the case was. And it was all a reflection of the work niggas was putting in.
So would you say that it was, because I feel a lot of people nowadays do complain about where they're at, but won't put the work in.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a lot of people nowadays have that energy around them or vibrations?
That problem?
Yeah, that problem.
I wouldn't say the Box Boys, but I would say a lot of artists in the city. Hell
Right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I've had plenty of conversations and sometimes differences, altercations, not even really altercations, but just had differences with artists that felt like we should be doing more for them niggas or for the culture in Colorado, when it's like it's been every man for theyself since the beginning. We just kind of, you know what I'm saying, we just laid out a blueprint to shit, put the work in and get some results.
To how to get it.
We ain't never had a handout, handed each other shit, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that. So, you know, when people started having them negative opinions and shit like that, feeling like, you know, they owe something, that shit disgusts me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially because we had the same motion.
Yeah, because it's always been put the work in and get the results. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never been somebody help me do this. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.